Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Katie Thurston, the Bachelorette star, was diagnosed with breast cancer in February. She revealed that she is still seeking answers on the diagnosis. Continue reading for the most recent update on her public health campaign. Katie Thurston has had quite a year, and 2025 is only halfway through. She received a dreadful diagnosis in February. After discovering a lump in her breast, examinations indicated she had stage 4 breast cancer. The cancer has spread to her liver. However, the awful news was accompanied by some extremely positive news. Shortly before their wedding, they got Charlie, an adorable rescue dog. Katie has found solace in her dog, especially when her husband resumed his international comedy tour. He put it off for a while following her diagnosis, but the show must go on. Katie Thurston took to Instagram this week to warn those considering adopting a dog about the puppy blues. She noted that many individuals adopt dogs without realizing the drawbacks of having a puppy. Puppies can be tough to housebreak and train in general. Bachelorette star still seeking answers following breast cancer diagnosis. Katie Thurston's breast cancer diagnosis was difficult, and it was exacerbated by an early misdiagnosis. She was initially diagnosed with breast cancer while living in California. The testing revealed that her cancer was in stage 3, and the physicians suggested treatment. However, after moving to New York City to live with Jeff, she changed doctors, who ordered more testing. The second test confirmed that the cancer was in stage 4. However, chemotherapy is no longer indicated. Instead, Katie Thurston was prescribed oral medicine and monthly hormone-blocking injections. Katie Thurston provided another update. She disclosed that she had been seriously considering having histotripsy to treat her liver cancer. The non-invasive technique destroys malignant tissue with ultrasound pulses. She commented that she was disappointed with the onboarding process. She wishes to have the operation at NYU after her doctors at Columbia University refused to perform it. The Bachelorette alum revealed that she is still chasing answers concerning the treatment and whether her insurance will cover it. While Katie Thurston is ready to address the cancer in her liver, she has opted to postpone any big life decisions until her next body scan on July 7th. The scan will reveal whether the medication she is taking is helping to battle the cancer. Once the tests are completed, it will be evident what the next step is. Katie Thurston has joyously announced that she will join her husband in Greece at the end of the month. Katie Thurston never imagined that her life, already one of public scrutiny and rapid transformation, would take such a dramatic turn in 2025. After spending years as a fan favorite in Bachelor Nation, then boldly leading her own season of The Bachelorette, Katie had become known for her candidness, humor, and resilience. But nothing could have prepared her for the diagnosis she received this February, stage 4 breast cancer, which had already metastasized to her liver. At 34 years old, Katie was not only confronting a health crisis, she was navigating an emotional labyrinth, one that has demanded strength even she never knew she had. The news came just weeks before what was supposed to be one of the happiest milestones of her life. She and comedian Jeff Arcury had recently become engaged after a whirlwind romance that blossomed out of the public eye, a relationship grounded in laughter, honesty, and mutual support. The couple had relocated to New York City together in late 2024, aiming to settle into a life that balanced her burgeoning media career with his intense touring schedule. Life in the city was chaotic, but it was their chaos, until the moment a small lump Katie discovered during a routine shower changed everything. Initially brushed off as benign, the lump was examined at a clinic in Los Angeles where she had temporarily returned to tie up personal and professional loose ends. The early tests confirmed the presence of cancer, but doctors believed it to be in stage 3. Devastated but hopeful, Katie began bracing herself for the grueling road of chemotherapy, radiation, and perhaps surgery. But her move to New York added another twist. Her new physicians at Columbia University's Cancer Center insisted on a fresh round of diagnostics. Those scans revealed that her cancer was more advanced than previously thought. It had reached stage 4 and spread to her liver. The blow was enormous. Katie had been ready to fight, but now the fight looked different. Her medical team determined that traditional chemotherapy was not the most effective course of treatment for her type of metastatic cancer. Instead, she was prescribed a combination of oral medications and monthly hormone-blocking injections, designed to slow the cancer's progression. The clinical language, the technical explanations, and the shifting plans left her reeling. "I'm still seeking answers," she posted to her Instagram followers in a raw update shortly after the re-diagnosis. "Every time I think I've found solid ground, it feels like it's pulled from underneath me." But Katie was never one to sit still in the face of adversity. Alongside managing her medications and adjusting to the new physical realities of cancer treatment, she began exploring innovative therapies. One that stood out was histotripsy, a relatively new, non-invasive treatment that uses focused ultrasound to disintegrate cancerous tissue. The potential to target her liver tumors without surgery, without chemicals coursing through her body, gave her hope. Yet, as she began navigating the logistics of this new approach, she encountered an all-too-familiar obstacle: red tape. Her current medical team at Columbia was reluctant to move forward with histotripsy, citing concerns over its experimental status and insurance coverage. Frustrated but undeterred, Katie set her sights on NYU, which had recently expanded its experimental oncology program. Her hope was that a more forward-thinking team would be willing to explore the option with her. "The onboarding process has been disappointing," she admitted in another update, her tone weary but unwavering. "But I'm not giving up. I deserve to fight this with every tool available. Every woman deserves that." Despite the mounting stress, Katie found solace in two constant companions, her husband Jeff and their newly adopted rescue dog, Charlie. The couple had adopted the playful Labrador mix just weeks before her diagnosis. Katie often joked that she needed a project to keep her from spiraling into medical anxiety, and Charlie became that and so much more. The fluffy, rambunctious pup was both a distraction and a source of emotional comfort during the quiet hours when Jeff was on the road performing. In an especially heartfelt Instagram post, Katie shared candidly about what she called the puppy blues, an emotional phase that caught her off guard. "No one talks about how hard it is to raise a puppy when you're already physically and emotionally exhausted," she wrote. "Charlie chewed through my shoes, peed on the kitchen floor, and howled every time I left the room. But he also snuggled next to me during hormone shot days and kissed my face when I cried after doctor appointments." Jeff's career as a stand-up comedian had required difficult compromises. At first, he postponed the international leg of his tour to remain by Katie's side. The two navigated hospital visits, treatment side effects, and long nights filled with difficult conversations. But as Katie began settling into her treatment regimen, she insisted he return to his passion. "The show must go on," she told him, echoing the sentiment publicly in a post that praised his support and expressed how proud she was of his career. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.